Finally, HOV lanes. I never knew what they meant. I did some investigating and I found out they meant high occupancy vehicles. Well, that just raised more questions. How high do you have to be? What do you have to be high on? Does everyone in the vehicle have to be high? And you need the second person to light the pipe? And one more thought. When men are circumcised, I always wondered what happened to the foreskins. I'm sure you guys wondered as well. We talk about it around the breakfast table all the time. I found out the foreskins are sent to seminaries all around the country, and they bury them, they water them, they cultivate them, and when they grow up, they become politicians. That's my time. Thank you so much. The next is one of the funniest human beings on the face of the earth. If you want to look up the definition of high energy and you Google it, it'll be Jonathan.
Give it up for Tony Vicich, everyone! Don't you know why we're here tonight? It's Tony Vicich's birthday! That's why we're here tonight. That's what this is all about. That's why I'm so honored to be on this show. Never has a person ever been such a mentor to me, such a helper, such a teacher, taking me one-on-one, giving me all his care, his compassion, his teaching. Now, thanks to Tony, I can suck a dick like no one's business. And I can take a small penis. Tony's penis may be small, but it's got character. But he's got big balls. Big fucking balls. That's why they call him Big Balls Tony. You know what they say? Small penis draws a small crowd.
Oh shit.
Not one single one of you motherfuckers roasted Tony on his birthday tonight. Right? He's not even here in the room to hear any of that shit. He's back jerking off in the bathroom. Like this. But good thing he's got all this recorded so he can listen to it later. We having fun, everyone? I do a lot of jogging. This is my transition to telling you guys jokes. I do a lot of jogging. But the park that I go jogging in, and it's full of homeless people. So I keep my pockets full of change. The noise makes them raise their hands and cheer me on. It's very motivating. Makes me feel like Rocky. And I got this ritual. Every Sunday, I go for a long run. And at the end, I pick up some flowers for my wife. Because I live right next door to the cemetery. Once I dated a tightrope walker. We dated online. The flower joke is better than that one. You guys know Shaquille O'Neal? Big guy. 7'1". He's now over 400 pounds. Think, if he has an 8-inch penis, that's a big penis. But on a guy that size, that frame, that's going to look pretty small. I don't really have a joke here. I'm just want to talk about Shaq's penis. Start the discussion. It starts now, tonight. You guys want to break up into small groups? You can make diagrams. After the show, I'll meet you out front and we can talk about it. Send me an email. Anything you got, any information you got on Shaq's penis, find me. Let's talk about it. Okay, new shit's working, huh? All I ever wear, a black t-shirt and jeans, or a black t-shirt and cargo shorts. And you guys wear cargo shorts? You do?
You do.
We have been labeled the most unfashionable people in America. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not fair. I can't get over my cargo shorts. That's 2 pairs of shorts for one. One pair of shorts, they take another pair of shorts and make pockets along the sides. If you're tired, you gotta sleep, you can cut the pockets off, make a blanket out of them. What are the shorts that you walk around with a jar of pickles in your pocket, huh? And I'm unfashionable? What about me and my man right here? Tomorrow we can be a camp counselor, couldn't we? We got the cargo shorts, we're ready. Be a Boy Scout leader. Lost you a little bit with the Boy Scout leader, huh? That's in the cargo shorts. All that shit you can put in your cargo shorts, it's not even funny, man. So I'm moving to China. Got some business opportunity out there. And I want to learn more about their culture. So I've been watching a lot of documentaries. Like there's this one. There's this Chinese girl. She goes in for a job interview and she has sex with the guy on the couch. Or this other documentary, there's this Chinese girl. And she doesn't have enough money to pay for her tab. So these 2 black guys come out and they have sex on the couch. Or this other documentary, this Chinese girl and this other Chinese girl comes over to her house and they have sex. That's my favorite documentary. You'd be amazed if you just Google Asian, how many nice documentaries will come up. Again, it's one of those jokes I'm working on, you know what I mean? You're an Asian porn too? Or? I didn't want to spell it out to you. We know where we're going with that one, right? I think I'm the only one that didn't get it, but it was like 87 documentaries later. I got it! But they say you have a better chance of being found dead in a bathtub in a chicken suit covered in semen dead than winning the lottery. Which means I got a pretty good chance. Winning both games. What's that other game, right? What is that other game? What is it? You almost figured it out.
But you're looking at me like I'm supposed to tell your joke.
I'm looking at you like you might be wanting to be in a chicken suit covered in semen. That's why I'm looking at you. a three-way is not all that it's packed up to be, not at all. I had a three-way once, and I'm telling you, it is not that good.
No, it's not. You're
No.
jealous.
Two guys just having their way with you. Very painful. Tony, you missed all the roasting jokes. Like I told him, they got them on tape. You can listen to them later.
I'm sure they were the best.
They were the best. Or jerk off to later, either one, right, guys? But honestly, you guys ready for a headliner? Yeah. The whole reason I'm here tonight, the funniest comic, in my opinion, in the world. Big fan. Give it up, everyone, for Tony Vicich.
I don't even. What is that song? What's all that song? Can we hear a hand for the other comics in the song? A lot of you know me. You know that I have taught a workshop in this city for 15 years. And one of the greatest joys for me is not getting a big laugh myself, but seeing someone who came to me for the very first time, kind of scared, not sure how it's going to go, do these workshops, and actually become better than me. I haven't seen it yet. I keep happening. I go, maybe this one tonight. He kind of flamed out around year 6. He fucked up. He met a girl, got married, got a good job. His career is over. I think Jonathan Gregory is the best comic, undeniably, in Arizona. Everybody I think is good, but Jonathan Gregory is the best comic in Arizona. He won't leave Arizona. And if he did, he might be the funniest comic in Utah. He would definitely be the funniest comic in Utah. Matter of fact, any of you, if you just drive to Utah, go to a rest stop and tell a dick joke to a homeless guy, you will be the funniest comic in Utah. If you go to San Francisco and tell a joke with a punchline, you'll be the funniest comic in San Francisco. If you tell a joke not wearing a dress in San Francisco, you will be odd. You'll be weird. So it's good to be here, man. Like I said, I've been doing this 31 years. I wrote a bunch of new jokes for tonight, and I figured that I would let those guys be funny, and I would try new stuff. And I'm kind of in a weird place right now. It's tomorrow. It's actually tomorrow is my 61st, just to clear up, is the numerically challenge for the comics. Like except for Alden, like they're all that much goddamn younger than me, and I have a job and a wife and a house, and that's anyway. So, and a lot of people say that creatively I'm undisciplined. And I had this weird thing that's happened to me. I've been doing this for I'm the only comic I know. There's only a couple who started my career after I stopped drinking. Usually comics start out and they're like really high and on dope and doing questionable shit in the back, But I started after I stopped drinking and using, and so it's been a weird thing, with that I'm very disciplined. But for 30 years now, and I've been doing stand-up for 30 years, right before I go on stage, I go, I have no jokes, I don't know what I'm going to say. I totally blank for about 2 minutes. And as I've gotten older, it's actually gone into the entire show. So, and I'm having like a weird experience right now, and I don't say this for pity because you're comedy fans, so you have no pity. But like today, I had 15 shots. I was doing gay porn, and they were all on my back. So I go, watch what you respond to, and I want to give you what you want. No, I had 15. I like how the laughs are kind of. There's some people going, this is no. No, this is big, older comic, by a lake in a city thing. They'll tell lovely jokes. No, I mean I don't do anything weird anymore. But I've got like the soul of Gandhi and the mind of Manson. So it's a Bob Rocky's giving me the light already. I can do your act. We'll get out of here in about a minute. So I went to the doctor not too long ago because I found that I was having problems sitting down, standing up, walking, and lying down. Otherwise than that, I was feeling pretty good. If I tried to move or stand still for a long period of time, I was in excruciating pain. Not existential pain and not like some sort of emotional angst. What is the meaning of life and shit? And how come I'm not famous? And why doesn't that girl that love me? And all of a sudden it causes you pain when you're young that you think is pain. Nobody loves me. Oh, they don't see who I am. That's like fucking pain. Like someone had run up with like a bunch of buzzsaws and went, let's test out how sharp they are on this short old man's body. Let's just ram him with sharp objects for about 3 days. That kind of pain where you go, Jesus Christ, if I could go back in time and stand next to myself and every time I whined about not getting good fucking tickets to see Led Zeppelin and have to sit in the crow's nest, I'd punch myself in the nuts and go, shut up and enjoy the stolen blues music. Like real, like where you finally, you look at your wife and you go, there's something wrong. She goes, I know, but I still married you because I think we can work it out. I go, no, not that kind of wrong. Like wrong. Like right now, instead of saying hi, I feel like saying, ah! And she goes, okay, maybe you should go to a doctor. I go, but I can't move from where I am. And doctor, where's Marcus Welby? Now I know why doctors made house calls. Because in the old days, hardly anybody lived past 50, but if you lived past 50, you couldn't fucking move. And since most of the money is made in old people, that you can't help them, it's just old people shit. You can't be fixed, but all you can do is, sit by the bed and hold her hand and go, well, Ray, I remember you used to bail hay. I know, Doc. And that's how they made their money, by going to see people they couldn't do shit for and sitting by them and go, well, we got some blood in them. And you died of consumption. That's what you died of in the old days. And you couldn't consume anything because you couldn't keep it down or it would come flying out or not fly out. But now they won't come to your house. So eventually I got moving and I went to the doctor and first they did an x-ray. And they said, well, we don't see anything. And I go, well, did you put on the fucking cool glasses? You got to put back the comic book. And I still had a pair from an early Spider-Man. So they said, I put it on. They went on. They said, well, you have a narrowing disc. And I go, okay, that's not bad. That doesn't sound bad. A narrowing disc. That doesn't sound like anything scary. It sounds like you could just de-narrow it, Robert De Niro. Hey, what are you doing? I come to you, this is for you, don't go de-narrow the disc, I don't know, Come with me, this bull can rage on the stage. Something, so you can have a method actor talk to my back and shit'll be straightened out. But it doesn't got any better. So then they said you need an MRI, and I said I haven't taken any of that since the Leon Russell concert in '76. That was Indian. So, which is how I think I fucked up my back, because I was in a balcony, like hopping over other seats. Listen, when you listen to Leon Russell, and he's singing Leon Russell tunes, you go, yeah, motherfucker! You're really high. Because it's not, yeah, motherfucker music. Jane, she was my first love. Yeah, motherfucker! You've got a drug problem. Go to like a Mumford & Sons concert, and you go, woo! You have a fucking drug problem. And you don't need an intervention for your family. You're just hurting your father and I. You don't need that shit. Go see Adele if you go, mother, yeah! If you lift up your shirt and shit at an Adele concert, you have a drug problem. He might have a drug problem. No, we're not going there. I almost realized what I was doing there. He might have a drug problem. So, anyway, they give you an MRI. Now, I don't know how many of you had an MRI, but I thought it was a lot of fun. Which tells you a little something. Here's all you need to know about me. I started going to physical therapy, and there's 3 things they do. They have you do little tiny exercises that hurt more than lifting 300 pounds at a bench press. Little tiny, well, just move your leg like this, and you go, woo! Woo! When you're sitting there just a couple years ago, yeah, put It's more on, yeah! You go, you need to tighten up that cord. I go, can you just, I'm trying to explain to them, go from here up here, I'm fine. But from here down here, from about here to here, shit's going south. Mine, this part's going south faster than Donald Trump's poll numbers. They're going down. They're like a rock. They're going down cheaper than Summer Women Bob Rocky dated on Van Buren Avenue. They are going down. They are going down faster than Bob Rocky on Van Buren Avenue. Because he needed that money to get that business going. So from about here to here, not here, this is okay. This, one time, because I'm what I am is I'm a lazy hypochondriac, which means every day I wake up, I'm quite sure that I have a deadly disease, but I won't do anything about it. I wake up and go, I have cancer of everything. Oh, look, I better go to Starbucks. And the whole day I walk around miserable going, I'm going to die by the end of the day. Seriously, I'm a hypochondriac, I won't do shit about it. But at one point, I was positive I was going to have a heart attack. For no reason. I think what happened is I was having a good day. I was happy for a few minutes, and my brain went, I was, things were going well, and my brain will go, well, let's fuck that up. Now, fortunately, I'm old enough that I just fuck it up in my head. I don't go out and do something. Like when I was younger, things would be going well, I go, well, let's ruin this. Let's ruin this healthy part of our life. Let's ruin this relationship. Let's ruin this job. Let's see if I can fucking get her to leave me, lose my job, and hurt myself, all between 10 and 12 on a Saturday night. By God, I can. And I would fuck things, and I go, oh man, just, what is nobody loves me, don't fucking understand me, I'm an artist, motherfucker. Are you gonna snort that line? So, no you're not. So, I was an intravenous drug user who's now afraid of needles. I think that's progress. It'd be true, when I used to shoot fucking downers, I would close my eyes. So, anybody here was an intravenous drug user in your life? By a round of applause. How many people here ever used to rob their neighbors' houses to get money so they could shoot up fucking pharmaceutical grade? There we go, there we go. How many people here actually had a dude walk their trailer with his girlfriend and said he would sell her, trade her for fucking 3 ounces of Dilaudid, and you did it? By a round of applause. In 1973, well, listen to the Steelers wheel. By applause. How many people was the Steelers wheel and go, damn it, I need to go out and fuck somebody up? By a round of applause. How many people ever was stuck in the middle with you and it made you homicidal? By a round of applause.
You are really messed up.
You're here with Russell Salt. I know everything I need to know about you. You can see a Freudian therapist and go, it's not your mother or your father, it's an alien. I would love to spend a lot of time talking to you, but I'm a little busy right now. Where was I? So I go to get the MRI, and I enjoy, here's all you need to know, but here's what I get to. I go to physical therapy to do 3 things. They have you do exercises, okay? They have you do exercises, they massage you, and they put a TENS unit on you. By applause, how many people know what a TENS unit is? By applause. Now, I knew what they were, but I thought they were for some other shit. You put them in a certain spot, you don't need to go out. Yeah! Yeah! It's a lot of fun. You put on an old episode of Charlie's Angel, put a TENS unit in the right spot, you got a weekend. Yeah! That's what I thought they were for. That's how they were introduced to me. You can't blame culture. It's like a kid growing up in the ghetto, man. You can't blame me for selling drugs. You can't blame me for putting a TENS unit on my genitals. It's how they were introduced. Yeah! My mother was very naive. She bought a vibrator and actually used it to massage her face. So I remember we'd be watching Dean Martin and I go, what? It's good for the face. They say, I don't get it. It's not really working. I, on the other hand, figured out shit way too quick. I remember my father gave me the talk about, you know what happens if you have sex with a girl, you know how to knock? I go, yeah, do you know where I can get a paternity lawyer? So, Anyway, I met the physical therapist, and the exercises, massage, electrocute you. Exercises, massage, electrocute you. They would give me the massage, and I could not get off of the table because I was in excruciating pain. They put the 10 unit on my back, and I was ready to dance like fucking Fred Astaire. That's all you need to know about me. Nice, gentle, helpful stuff causes me intense pain. You electrocute me, and I will love you. But, yeah, you know what? It's a way to live, okay? You should try it. Also, I'll lend you my 10 unit. I think it'll help your marriage. Or whatever this is. I don't know what the fuck I got going here. By the end of the night, it's like Cinderella, like slippers when she goes home. But,
Oh my God.
so, sit down, Rachel. I'm not fucking done.
No.
So then I go and get the MRI. And if you never had one, what they do is they make you lay down, which is, it's not too hard to give me, lay down, okay. And then they put you in this little tube, which is kind of cool, because I feel like I'm in like 2001. I always pretend like I'm in a movie. That's what keeps me going insane when my life's boring. When I go to like Walmart, I'm not at Walmart. I'm actually like a member of Starsky and Hutch trying to catch a fucking killer at the other end of Walmart. And I'm like, cut through coke. And I got a song with them, and I go, da 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 da. My wife goes, what are you doing? I go, I'm going over to look at shorts. She goes, you're doing it serpentine to the lady's underwear. But it keeps me from going insane. Okay. So I'm laying there, and it's pretty cool. I go, this is like a New York apartment in the 80s. Right? And then this little noise starts going like, I go, oh, this is like electronic dance music. And I start putting like a bass tune to it. I go, boom, 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 boom. The lady's going, we're almost done. I go, take your time, we're dancing in here. Play some Duran Duran, goddammit. Girls on film. So I get out of there. They pull me out, they wheel me out, you know, and I said, and then they go, well, we'll send this to your doctor. So I go see my doctor, and I go, well, what's wrong with me? And he goes, well, you know, you're kind of an asshole. But I don't know, what is wrong with me? And he goes, well, you have a problem in your lumbar. This is my lumbar. I go, yeah. I says, you mean like there's wood? What are you, I don't understand I don't science. I could mix chemicals all goddamn day, but I flunked science, so what? And he goes, well, the lower part of your spine, there's problems from L1 through L5. And I go, well, how many lumbars are there? And he goes, well, there's 5. And I got all yours. You know what? You catch on quick for someone who doesn't really catch on. So, you don't really know why you're here. So L1 through 5, I have problems with. You know. So, and I go, well, what have I got? And they go, well, you've got narrowing discs, and you have arthritis, and you have a node. And they still won't tell me what the node is. I go, what's the node? They go, well, we'll let another doctor tell you. I go, how many fucking co-pays do you people want? I'm saying no to the node. Just say no. And I go, how do you fix it? They go, well, surgery. I go, well, let's do surgery. They go, well, no. And I go, why not? They go, you got all this other shit you got to do before surgery. I go, does it fix it? They go, no. But this is how it's done. I says, am I talking to the federal government or a doctor? Then I have to go through a bunch of useless shit to get to the useful stuff. They said, yeah. They said, basically, you have to keep coming to physical therapy and get shot with bigger and bigger needles until we can't fit a needle in you anymore. And then we'll go in and we'll take some shit out. And it might work and it might not. And I said, this sounds like my act. The first time I hurt my back, I got plenty. Listen, if you want back jokes, I got the fucking back jokes. Nobody else. As a comic, you're always trying to beat other comics to the punch on things, but I'm realizing that the way I'm beating people to punch is by falling apart more quickly than other comics. So to go, man, and I'll tell you how sick comics are. There's a comic right now, one of the comics in the back of the room going, fuck, I wish my back would have fucked up. then I'd have all these good bad jokes. You know what, it's like working with a prop or something, man. He's up there, sure he's got a bad back, as we talked about. You can't have any cool fucking jokes about like Pokemon or airlines or shit. You know, it's like, he's kind of hacky, man. If everybody had bad back, that's how sick comics' minds are. Comics have sick minds. They're good people with sick minds. I'll tell you what, how sick they are. This is a joke I wrote a long time ago. A guy was writing a relationship book, and he asked for jokes for her. And this is the one joke I wrote for his book that he used, okay? And this is the joke. This shows you a comic's mind. And every comic in this room will think this is funny. They won't laugh. They're going, okay, no. If I laugh at him, then that means he's funnier than me, and then I can't accept that in life. No one can be funnier than me. People just don't know how fucking funny I am. Well, one of these days they'll all see that I'm great. If I laugh at him, the noise might fucking get people's ears. They won't hear how fucking great. Anyway, here's the joke about sexual sickness. You ever thought you were sexually sick, Kendall? Okay, yeah, okay. So, if you can tell I wrote this in the 80s. If you have a wife and a mistress, and if while you're with your wife, you fantasize about your mistress, it might be wrong, but it's not sick. But if while you're with your mistress, you fantasize about your wife, you're just asking for a miserable goddamn life. Around the time I wrote that joke, my back went out. It's probably, this is God punishing me. God says, you know what, if you think like that, you're a nasty boy. Nasty boy. Miss, tell me if you're nasty. I only got through 2 of these fucking jokes, by the way, Ernie, in 20 minutes. I've actually got 11 jokes here, but I've only gotten through 2. And it's got you guys, you know what, I'm having a good time. But there's a certain point where you no longer have a good time. It's like, do you remember what age you were when having sex for 3 hours became a bad idea? Remember when having sex all night? Remember, that's when they write songs about all night long. Over and over again. Nobody goes, a half hour and we're out. Let's just try not to miss the Law and Order. On the Lifetime channel, 3 minutes of commercials. I think we can pull it off between each blunk blunk. If you're timing your sexual activity between, then you're old. If by the time, like an order goes to commercial, you're going, all right, see, I think I can come before I hear. And by the way, if the person you're with is thinking it's a good idea, that tells you a lot. It's not like, you know what, you don't care about me watching TV. Go, I want to see the goddamn show too. What's that?
Well, you've been married for 20 years.
You've been married for 20 years? Have you been married? Have you been married to Russell for 20 years?
No, I'm just
You know, now, this, by the way, this is my friend Russell Stolt, and he wrote a book about relationships, very funny, and you should write a new one and dedicate it to God. Quit while you're a fucking head. Discretion is the better part of valor. You're like Trump, you can't shut up. Do you think, you know, I get pretty nasty, I can't help myself on Facebook with people that post dumb stuff about, or what I think is dumb stuff, maybe what I think is dumb stuff, I don't know, but I think, like most of you, I think I'm right, and other people are wrong, and then I torture people about it. But I'm watching Donald Trump the other day, and I was trying to figure out because I listen to people talk for a living and then try to help them maximize that. I truly do that, and it's a lot of fun. I have a stand-up comedy workshop, but part of it is going, how can I make it so people will listen to this guy, even if he's like reading a magazine, that he'll be interesting. That's part of what I try to do. So I watch all kinds of speeches all the time and try to figure it out. So at first I listen to Trump and I go, well, he's speaking at a 3rd grade level. I go, that's kind of rude. Then I read a report that he's not. He's speaking at a 4th grade level. Seriously, he speaks the way you talk to a 4th grader. It's going to be really good. Really good. If you behave, you're going to get ice cream, and it'll be the greatest ice cream. But you got to be good. You got to be really, really good. And not just today ice cream, because I'm really, really rich. I can get you ice cream Ice cream, anytime. Because I can make ice cream for you. Not even, I'll buy, we're going to bring the jobs back for you. For you, bring the jobs back. Ice cream factories. It'll sell because my beautiful daughter Ivanka, and my beautiful wife, Melanie, melanoma, will be on the ice. They'll be on the ice cream in low, like mommy, saying, "Eat this." It's not that he is dumb, and it's not that he thinks that the people who listen to him are dumb, but he knows he does a logic thing. Not all people who like me will be dumb. Some people who like me will be dumb. I don't want the dumb people to not like me because they feel dumb. I don't want you. It's going to be great. You will understand. I thought it's worse than that. Now, I used to live in Hollywood, and I used to live on Hollywood Boulevard, and I used to use drugs. And I'm not putting that, there was a phase in my life, I don't regret it. I wouldn't go back to it. I wouldn't trade one day. I was sitting in my backyard right now, looking at birds and talking to people on the phone and planning to visit to see my daughter and having my wife and I's grandkids. I wouldn't trade 1 minute of that for anything back then. But I had it back then. And one of the reasons that I'm okay with not having it back then is because I had a really fucking good back then. There is nothing in my life going, well, I guess I missed that. Because I didn't miss it. I made some of this shit up. There was stuff that you saw in a magazine months later go, do you believe people are doing this to enjoy themselves? I go, yeah, I can believe it because we thought it up. Off of San Vicente Boulevard in West Hollywood one night when we were coked out of our goddamn minds. Anyway, never do weird shit with a writer. That's all I'm saying. We'll end up on TV. So I knew a lot of weird people. I knew a lot of the fucking raggy people, you know. And I knew drug dealers, and I knew loan sharks, and I'm not talking about myself. And I knew prostitutes. I'm not talking about my brother. And I knew pimps. Okay, it wasn't like I would call it, hey, let's go see what Ray the Pimp's doing. It'd be like you'd be at a party someplace getting high. You go, what do you do? I'm a pimp. Okay, all right, great. Because you meet weird people if you take drugs long enough. Yeah, my friend Rich Scheidner, has a great joke, goes, if you do coke long enough, I go, so what do you do for a living? You kill people? Good, you kill people. What's that thing? So, I started listening to Donald Trump, and I go, he sounds like a sugar pimp on Hollywood Boulevard, hanging out at the Hollywood bus station, trying to talk runaways into doing tricks. Look, just touch him a little. It'll be really good. You'll make so much money. Look, of course you'll have to have sex with strangers, but only the ones we love. Just the ones we love. And if some of them might be huge. But jobs will come back. Blow jobs, if you'll get blow jobs, they will come back. 2 versions of Donald Trump. Around that time, I started to get sober like 85, and then one of my things when I was younger, I would do like insane stuff, and people go, "You gonna pay for that someday?" And I'd go, and I'd be doing like insane physical stuff, drinking stuff, drug stuff, weird stuff. One of those things going, I bet you I can jump from here to here, and if I don't, I won't feel it because I'm totally anesthetized anyway. And people go, "You gonna pay for this someday?" And I go, and my line when I was in my 20s was, "Yeah, motherfucker. But today ain't that day." Today is that day. Not only have I lived long enough to be one of the people I used to make fun of, remember we used to drive through some little town and go, who the fuck would live out here? I'm one of the people. You know who lives in little towns? Convicts and murderers and drug dealers and rock stars and beautiful people who are now not any of those things. They go, I'll just move to the goddamn desert. But I have avoided drug use since March '85. And I went to a doctor one time, he's like, thank you, really, you think about it. And And you realize how insidious the pill industry is in America. It's so insidious. And I've known guys who had like a house and the wife and the cars and the kid, and they were working for a publishing company making $250,000 a year, and they were totally sober, and they've been sober for 10 years, and then they had a tooth removed, and the next thing you know, they were blowing people down in South Central LA for a hit of fucking cheap heroin.
Oh my God.
And then they would come crawling back, and I go, what happened? They go, well, I took some Vicodin because I had some pain. Next thing I know, I'm down in South Central LA sucking a gangbanger's dick for fucking $10. I know. So not to the gangbanger. Life is perspective. To the gangbanger, he's going, you know, this drug stuff's not too bad. I get what I want. I don't have to force anyone. This person's happy. They're getting money. I'm happy. I can now drive down the street and listen to some classic War with Eric Burden. I'll be fine. But I've always avoided it. I would go through incredible pain. And I remember, and how they try to push them on you. Like in '91, I was jogging. I don't know if you ever jogging. And one of those things where both feet went up in the air, and I heard a click. I hadn't touched the ground. You understand? I was like you're running when you're young, and you're stretching out, and you're thinking maybe the Olympics if you just really fucking jog. When you're in that age where you go, I can't play football, but maybe I can kick a football, I'll go to an open tryout, you're still thinking that way. And I'm jogging in Los Angeles, and both legs are in the air. They're both, just for a second, not even a full second. I'm up off the air, and I hear click. And way before this joke stops, my left foot hit the ground, and then my entire body, like a cheap suit, like fucking something you buy off the rack for a Trump suit that was made in China. It was made in China. That is really nice. You go out in the rain and it falls apart. Like his entire goddamn candidacy. Once we see his tax return and see he's not even a billionaire, it falls apart like that. And I went to the hospital and I go, I'm in pain. I would like some physical therapy. And I'm a cast dispersion. When this other guy said, the doctor looks at me and goes, what kind of pills do you want? And I go, excuse me? He goes, what kind of pills do you want? I go, well, I'm a drug addict alcoholic, and I don't want to take any pills because I'm prone to addiction, and that usually if I get through a entire bottle of some sort of pain pill, I will then have an addiction issue, and whenever I do take a pain pill, actually my sponsor comes over to the house and makes sure he'll hold the bottle, and even though I control a lot of things in my life, I'm smart enough to know about that, he goes, oh, you're a drug addict, yeah. What kind of pills do you want? I don't want any pills. I said, maybe some chiropractic stuff. He goes, no, we don't do that. Not approved. What kind of pills do you want? I don't want any goddamn pills. Injections? They were ready to shoot me with dope. I go, I want physical therapy. They go, oh, come back Monday. So I actually crawled out of there. I crawled and limped. I hopped. I did like a little bunny hop. So for years I've avoided it's all the back jokes. How much time have I done, Ernie?
Like 31?
Jesus Christ. I had so many fun things I wanted to talk about here. So, I've gotten old. I'm going to be 61 tomorrow. And I know, like all of us, I got a great wife. Shirley and I, we met in 2008. And it's so cute. We met on MySpace. And, yeah, it's like she hit me up on MySpace and goes, do you want to get busy, motherfucker? No, she had moved up here from Tucson to run a business and saw that I was a comic, in one of the towns around here. I don't want to say the town right now because then I'm going to go into that show. And came out to see a show. We started talking and we became friends first. Who wants that? Friends first. We got to know each other as human beings before we ever kissed. That is disgusting. We found out we had so many common interests, and then just talking to her made me feel better inside than doing weird things with someone in 1982. And I go, that's stupid. And then we got married. And we got married here. Usually I make a joke about it, but we actually got married here outside. Arthur was at the wedding, some other people, and we had the reception in here. And we both have talked about that we met each other at the right time in life. Both have grown kids, this sort of thing, A lot of the negative sides of our personality we have worked through or can't do. You think, well, if I do that, she'll know because I'll be limping for 4 days. Why are you limping? I know what that limp means. Usually after we've spent like between a lawn on her, after that you limp. Why are you limping? Why are you limping, my darling young one? And I tell people, by the way, if you're, I'm married, if you're a younger woman, you should date older men. We'll never cheat on you. We can't. You take care of us once a month. The rest of the time we're doing yard work. We don't lie to you. We say what we mean what we say. For instance, if I ever say to Shirley, hey, let's go to the other room and lay down. I mean, nappy nap. Also, the criteria changed for both of us. Both of us agreed, and this is from my point of view. When I told her about it, she laughed like, that instead of looking at her and goes, will this woman be good in bed? I went, is this the woman who will help me get out of bed? The day I'm going to go, ugh. Will she be the one who will come over to the other side of the bed and put her hand out and lift me out of the bed? Because that's what I need in life. She is that woman. I love her very much. I love all of you.